Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another more lighthearted video and I'm once again reacting to different accents. Some of you guys seem to be enjoying these videos, and so I did get another request to do another reaction video, but this time I will be reacting to non-American English accents, and I may do another one simply reacting to regional American accents, so that may be coming soon as well. So I have a couple different accents I'll be reacting to. The person that requested this video did send me these links. So I'm going to start off with a New Zealand accent. I'm not too familiar with their accent. I would assume they sound similar to Australians since they're very close to each other, but let's check it out.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name's Britt, I think, probably. So today I wanted to do a video. Wow, what a surprise. Really? It's a tag video, woohoo! I saw this video on someone's channel and I thought, you know what, this is the perfect video to do because nobody knows what New Zealand is. So obviously nobody knows what our accents are. So if you couldn't guess, I'm doing the accent tags, and from what I gather, you basically just say a whole bunch of words in your native accent. So I'm gonna get started right now. So I'm gonna start by, can you just look at this? This is an ice cream. So the first word is aunt. I have a great aunt. The second word is roof, like the roof of my house. The third word is route or route, which can mean a really rude word here. We say, I think I say it two ways, I don't know why. The next word is wash, like I'm washing my clothes. Oil, theatre, 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 or theatre. Theatre? That's the worst British accent I've ever done in my life. Iron, like I have an iron deficiency because I'm anemic. The next word is my favourite food on the planet. Salmon, salmon. You have a gigantic salmon. Caramel, caramel. Hello, I like caramel popcorn.
Okay, so this one, their accent, well, at least based on this girl's accent, it doesn't seem as strong as some other English accents I've heard. It does sound more maybe British than it does like Australian. Like there's definitely like a different little twang that Australians have that I didn't necessarily hear in this one. So far, this accent is pretty easy to understand. Okay, so the next accent we're going to listen to is a Welsh accent. So let's see what this guy sounds like.
What is it then? Oh, I think that's a Welsh accent I can detect there. Yeah, I got a dog.
Mate, what's the trouble?
I got a dog in the back, mate. I need to get to the vet.
Is that your dog, is it?
It's my dog, yeah.
What's happened to it?
Oh, Mrs. bloody ran over it the other day. I'm guilty, man.
You alright?
He's alright, but I need to get...
What do you want, like a West dispensary for people with sick animals type place, or maybe a proper veterinary surgery, like?
Well, if you could get me...
Well, there's a vet up here.
If you could just direct me into the vets, it'd be brilliant.
You don't, all you do, go straight up here. It's like emergency, like, yeah?
Yeah, that's
you go straight up here. Right when you get top of the road, there's a roundabout, right? You don't go left, you don't go straight down, you go right. So like he's taking a third exit, do you know what I mean? Like third exit off the roundabout. He's right to the top of here.
Right.
When you go right, you go on like, it looks like a dual carriageway, but it's not a dual carriageway. It's like on an island down the middle, so it looks like it might be a dual carriageway. There's only a single carriageway either side, like, you know? So you go to the top of here, you go right, don't go left, don't go straight down, you go right. You go down, it's not dual carriageway, it's a dual carriageway. You come down to an island.
Right.
An island, like a desert island, like an island.
I see.
When you get to the island, you go straight across.
Right.
Straight down. But then, let me think. There's two houses. They're pink, they are. They're pink. Stupid colour. Two houses. And...
All right. Okay. So this accent is definitely strong. I can make out most of what he said, but the way he pronounced certain words, like some of the words he said, I don't know, I couldn't quite make out what he was saying. So this is definitely one of those regional accents that, yeah, it's very strong and might take some more time to pick up if you're not used to hearing it. All right, so now we're going to the good old UK and listening to a London accent.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and we're back again with another banger. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the gang and whatever. In today's video, we're gonna be doing like London slang. So I have 20 UK slang words that I'm gonna be telling you guys. Let's just get straight into the video. So the first word is mandem / galdem. This is so neat. Mandem galdem with it basically means a group of girls. Man, them is a group of boys, and gal, them is a group of girls. So
Why do I feel like that's something a Jamaican would say?
You'll say, there's man, them there that look serious. Like, there's man, them over there. Like, there's a group of boys over there. Do you get it? The second, well, ignore my missing nose. The ghetto. So the second phrase is deep it, and that basically means like understanding. Like, I don't think you deep it. I don't think you understand it. Someone says to you, I don't think you're deep in it. I don't think you're understanding it. Like, it's serious. The third phrase is peng. You can say peng ting or peng. I wouldn't say peng is beautiful. I would say it's like pretty. Yeah, peng basically means like, oh, she's cute, like she's pretty. So the ting now, the extended ting, yeah, the ting part is like a person. So you can say like that ting there, that person there is a peng ting, peng person. Yeah. So the fourth phrase was ting. Sixth word is neek. Neek basically means nerd, like as simple as that, like nerd. You're a neek, you're a nerd. Yeah, neek is basically nerd. Ignore my hair, it's coming out. It's been a long day, my hair looks big. The seventh word is waffling. Now, waffling is like talking too much, basically. So if I say to y'all, you're waffling, it means you're talking too much and you're not making sense. You're talking so much, but you're not making sense. You're just waffling. The 10th phrase is allow it. So allow it basically means like, that basically means like stop, like allow it. Like, what are you doing? Like, allow it. So allow it basically means like allow it, like leave me alone. You can say allow it, like leave it, or like allow it, like chill, like relax, like it's not that deep.
All right, so this accent, it's cute. I don't know if it's just because like the way that she talks, but I found this one definitely more understandable than the Welsh one. And the slang, definitely some interesting slang words there. And like I said, one of the first, the men them and the girl them, that sounds to me like something a Jamaican would say. Or maybe it's the changing the TH to a D. It reminds me of like the way Jamaicans talk, but then I heard in some video that they actually came from London. So interesting little connection there. Okay, so now we're going to listen to an Irishman talking.
Well, then find them. That's riding, you own them in. And you want them sight, find them.
Last Saturday, Mikey Joe O'Shea brought his flock of Scotch sheep down from the mountain commonage ahead of lambing. He discovered over 50 were missing. Allowing for a number of deaths and strays, Mikey is convinced over 45 sheep have been stolen.
Possible at night, there'd be a full moon there about night, and it would be bright out, and there could anyone go up in the mountains about night, sure. Well, there was 45 sheep missing, Mike, and the lambs, and with, and the sheep just count out a nice bit of money, like. Can be done about it, nothing.
Some sort, you know.
Mikey's next door neighbour says some of his sheep have also been stolen.
Come back. I'm missing about 10 ewes. It's not all that difficult. All you got to do is have a good dog. Have a good dog and go at night, some moonshine night, just put the dog around him, put him on a trailer or walk him. And then probably somebody else to pick him up. Whoever is doing it knows what he's doing.
The IFA says the theft of livestock has become a serious problem across the country in recent years, causing significant financial loss and inflicting stress and trauma on farm families.
This accent is definitely very sing-songy, and I swear, like, as I'm listening to this, I'm hearing Caribbean accents. Like, that's straight up what I'm hearing. Like, I know there were a lot of, like, Irish workers that went to the Caribbean in, like, the 1800s and stuff, and I feel like that's what I'm hearing. Like, you can really hear the connection between the Irish accent and some of these Caribbean accents. That's crazy. Some of the words that he said I didn't quite make out. So I think this is another one of those accents that you have to really be around a whole lot, and then you kind of start to be able to pick up what they say. Okay, so now we're going to actually listen to a Canadian accent, and this is a Newfoundland accent. You know, I don't really know what Canadians sound like. I do sometimes wonder, do they just talk like a basic English, like American Standard English, or is it kind of different? But let's see what this accent sounds like.
Shearstown, who was in the area last night taking pictures, said it's a shame what happened to the creature.
Like I said last night, 7 o'clock, he was on the beach here so far. At 12 o'clock last night, he was right there going around best kind. The quad, the one I come back, quad, the one last night, he was up on the beach with the side cut out and the gut and everything cut out on. But I don't know, he's roughly about 8 to 6 feet long.
What do you think done it?
What done it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, if I done it, I suppose a couple of fellas done it. Went in the freezer for a steak. Yeah, I was talking to the RCMP this morning. Nobody ever told of it. I talked to the DFO there last night. And all the miners, if anybody throw rocks at it, just press charges on it. But where's he at all last night when all this was going on?
Apparently no one seen.
That's not good. Yesterday we were here, we were talking to the officers, and I told her the shark was sick. You can see it was sick, right? And we should have had a pull at the water. They should have got biologists in to get it out of it. And no one come to get it out. They just watched it swim around, and everyone said the shark was going to die. And sure enough, today he's gone.
Wow, okay, so I had no idea some people in Canada talk like that. They're talking kind of fast and a little slurred, so I couldn't really make out a lot of what they were saying. It definitely has some type of European intonation or accent to it, but I can't quite pick up on which one it is. I don't know what Europeans settled in that area of Canada, so I'm not sure, but it's definitely a peculiar accent for sure. All right, so now we're going to move back over to Europe and listen to a Scottish accent.
Yeah, what's your last name? What's your name?
My name's Kevin Patterson, and I'm a guide on the River Tweed. Like, we're standing here down on the borders. We're just outside Melrose, which is a famous town. Over the back of us here, we've got the Eildons, one of the most famous landmarks on the borders. It's 3 hills. And the myth is that Merlin, the magician, split one hill into 3 and left the 2 hills at the back of us, which you can see. The weather's never good. They always say in the borders, if the mist's on the Eildons, we never get the good weather. And as you can see today, there's no sunshine. It's a typical Scottish borders day. Fantastic. Tweed Guides, it's just been set up. It's about in its 3rd year now, like, and we bring people over from all walks of life. We bring them fishing anywhere they want to go. We use the Tweed, we use all the tributaries of the Tweed, and we just want to get people together to have fun and to enjoy fishing together. I reckon to start enjoying fly fishing, as long as you're quite happy just to go out and enjoy the scenery and take in what all happens with it. Like, you can enjoy it in a day, 2 days is plenty of time, as long as you enjoy it. Like, it's very important that you just put it totally out your mind about catching and just enjoy the casting and enjoy the scenery around you.
So the Scottish accent, it definitely sounds similar to the Irish accent, I think. And they don't sound as sing-songy as the Irish, but they do have a peculiar way in which they pronounce their like O and U sounds. Like, I think he said like about. I don't know how he said it. But yeah, they have an interesting accent. This one I was able to understand somewhat. I don't know. I think if you listen closely enough, you can make out most of what he was saying. Hey guys, so I totally forgot to record myself reacting to this Australian accent, so I'm just gonna do it like as a voiceover.
Oh, well, it's really quite funny. I was in bed sleeping at 2 o'clock this morning. My wife comes in and says, oh, the shop's been, someone ran into the shop. And I said, oh, what? So I jumped out of bed and all I had was my undies on, and I've walked out the front and I've seen the car smashed, and I've seen the bloke walking back to the car. And so I've walked outside and I said, oh, what are you doing, mate? Like, you can't be leaving the scene. And he goes, don't be a hero, mate. And I said, I'm not trying to be a hero, but the police are coming. And he just...
I feel like he sounds like a pirate.
decided he'd scoot up the road, and I just said, nah, it's not going on like that, mate. So I jumped in my car and I started chasing him up the road, and then he went down a side street, and then the police were coming, and I flashed them and sent them off in the direction of him. But mate, all I had was me jocks on. I was chasing him up the street, and I'm just like, mate, like...
Because you told me that this is your mate's shop, yeah, and you didn't want him to get away.
Yeah, no. Well, me mate's mum's had this shop for like 40 odd years, and Look at it. Look at it.
I noticed this one, and was it the Scottish one? The Scottish one or the Irish one, they say me instead of my. So he said me mate. And of course the use of the word mate. I do know that Australians use that word. So this accent, honestly, it's not too difficult to understand. Of course, the way they pronounce words is a little different than, say, like, you know, a British or the London accent. But overall, I didn't find it too difficult to understand. And lastly, we're going back to the UK and listening to a Cockney accent.
The first thing you want to do is drop the H at the start of words. Hello, hello, hello. Harry Potter, is that your old Hedwig? You going back to the hotel? 8 is gonna 8. The TH or th sound at the start of words turn into a f or F sound. 3 of us. 3 of us. Going to the theatre. Going to the theatre. My thigh hurts after exercising. My thigh hurts after exercising. I just had a thought. I just had a thought. Did you hear the thunder last night? Did you hear the thunder last night? But sometimes the TH sound in the middle of words can turn into a V sound. Bother. Bother. But some still have that F sound in the middle. Arithmetic. Arithmetic. Author. Author. And you'll notice that words ending in that R sound will end up making an R sound instead. So speak like an American. Bother, bother. Brother, brother. Bathwater, bathwater. You want to drop the G at the end of word. Watching, watching. Flying, flying. Typing, typing. But then again, sometimes the G at the end of words turns into a K sound. Anything, anything. Nothing, nothing. Something, something. And the last tip is the double T in words. Unlike the proper English accent where you'd say letter, the Cockney accent would pronounce it like letter. Letter. So you don't even say the T sound. Letter. So let's practice. Repeat after me, right? Hello, I'm from London, England. Mother, I'm going to the theatre. What do you mean I don't sound Cockney enough?
Okay, so this accent in particular, like, I know that I've heard this a lot in movies before. I feel like I've heard it in, like, Disney movies where, you know, the characters are all British. And I can definitely hear how some of these things, like dropping certain letters, especially the G at the end of the words, and like certain letter changes, I can see how some of that translated into American English depending on the region. And I do remember watching a video in which they explained how different regional English accents became like reflected in different regional American accents, and how like in England, the way you would speak would sometimes be reflective of your class. And again, that translated over to America. So areas in which there were a lot of wealthy, you know, Englishmen, their accent became the accent of that area. And then where the poor people went, that became like the way to pronounce things in that area. So yeah, I've definitely heard this accent before. It's very distinct from, I guess, the more standard London or English accent. But despite that, though, I think it's pretty easy to understand, though. So that's definitely, at least to me, I think one of the easiest. So all in all, guys, I think when it comes to the accents that I found to be easiest to understand, I would say it goes to the New Zealand, the first London accent, and the Cockney accent. The Scottish one wasn't too bad. Now the Welsh one was definitely on the more difficult side for me, as was the Canadian Newfoundland accent. The Irish one was somewhere in the middle. So that was it for this video, guys. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you have any more video suggestions, definitely let me know, and I will check you guys in my next one. Bye.